What's up, you guys? It is your girl, Ayana, aka the Crafty Notary. Welcome back to our community. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and push the bell so that you are notified when I upload new videos. And always, always, always hit the thumbs up, the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to get these gems that I'm giving away here on YouTube. So at the very least, please like the video. It helps me in the algorithm section. All right. So as you can see by the title, we're talking about pricing. And really, this is all about how I do pricing. Now, let me preface this by saying that every business is different. Everyone is a unicorn in this business, and what my pricing may not be for you. But the way that I do it may be a good place for you to start. And I'm not here to discount or knock anybody's hustle, because I don't use that word, but I'm not here to knock anybody's hustle. So if you charge or want to charge more than what I charge, by all means, go for it. Because if the market can withstand that, then hey, you got yourself, a business. So use this information with a grain of salt, I should say, and do your own market research and figure out what works best for your business. Now, we're talking about pricing, and I'm going to come from the perspective of three types of pricing. One is loan signing agent. 2 is general notary work, and 3 is RON. And even though RON and general notary work go hand in hand, sometimes I do loan signings and on RON as well. So I kind of do both with RON. I'm not going to touch on apostilles, and I'm not going to touch on weddings because I don't tend to do very many of those. Where I live, there's not a lot of people that are requesting the apostille service. And although I have done one wedding, it's not something that I really enjoy doing. And so I kind of refer those out when I get those calls. So let's talk about loan signing packages first. All right. Now, if you're signed up with a signing service, pretty much they are going to dictate what they pay you. Now that the market has normalized, the prices have gone way down. And they tend to start way down at the lowest of the low to see if anybody will take that signing for that fee. Again, I'm not here to talk about lowball signing because that's not what I do on this channel. You know I don't like it. If you watch previous videos, I have a whole video talking about it. So that's not something that I'm talking about. However, the prices have dropped. And because there are more notaries than there is work, there are folks out here who are willing to take any and every signing that they can get because they're doing this full time and they have families and mouths to feed. And I'm not hating on that at all. So signing services generally dictate where the prices start out. Typically, it's from what I'm seeing on average, it's about $60 to $70 usually is where like the average package is starting out. If they don't get a notary within a certain time frame, they will run that notification back and they'll raise the price. I remember just recently during the hurricane, actually the same day of the hurricane, it was on Wednesday. There was a signing that came through for Hernando County, and it came through at like $85, and I guess no one took it. It came back again at $95, no one took it. It came back again at $100. It came back again at $125, and finally I picked up the phone and I called them and said, hey, look, we're under an evacuation order. Some of us are, because I know part of my county was under an evacuation order, and I'm sure part of Hernando was too. But I said, we're anticipating a hurricane hitting today, and I don't know if anybody's going to go out at this time to do a signing, But he did say that he had someone willing to do it, but he had to get with title to find out if they actually wanted to close that day or not. So I don't know whatever happened to it, But I just gave him the heads up and he appreciated it, and hey, we moved on. But that goes to show you that they can increase the fee. If they don't get anyone, they can increase the fee. And that generally dictates the price that you'll get for a loan signing package via a signing service. Some of the packages I've seen come through are reverse mortgage apps. I've seen more of those. There are still refinances coming through, and I've seen a lot of sellers and purchase packets coming through. So there is still work coming through, and you can still make money. Now, I think that you should set a minimum for yourself on what you will and will not take, or you should set a rule. There are some notaries that I know that will not turn down anything. So if they are free and they hit accept and they get it, they're taking it. They don't care what the amount is. And that's certainly one way to run your business. Or you can have a minimum. There's plenty of notaries out here who have a minimum fee that they would do. Some of these fees are crazy. Their minimum fees are crazy that they'll do. My personal minimum fee for anything within my city or the city next door, so that would be either Land O'Lakes, even Lutz probably, and Zephyr Hills, I will go to $90. That is where my minimum will start, is at $90. So to get out of the house for a refinance, $90. My city is a pretty big city. And the neighboring city is kind of like annexes to it. And I butt up against New Tampa as well. So for some strange reason, everywhere in my city takes 30 minutes to get there, no matter if you're literally going to the Winn-Dixie, which is less than 5 miles. For some reason, it just seems to take an exorbitant amount of time anywhere you go. However, so I don't really factor that in. So $90 is my minimum. Now, that does not mean that I won't take one for $85 or $75 as a refinance. I will, but it just depends. It depends on what I have going on that day, whether or not I'm already out. Now that I'm going into the office 2 days a week, if I can schedule a signing on my way home, I'll definitely take that for a little less because I'm already out and I'm already coming home. So as long as I have the documents the day before, I'll absolutely take a signing on my way home. So that is how I price that. Now, on the flip side, if you are working with a direct client, and meaning a title company, a lender, an attorney, or any of those types of businesses that can provide loan signing packages or packages for real estate, then your price can be a little more different. For me, I tend to start those prices at around $120. So direct signings, I tend to start for refinances only, around $120. And then I kind of deviate up or down from there based upon where it is, where I'm going, all of it, how many pages, what do I need to do, all of that stuff. So that's loan signings. And right now, that's kind of a small portion of my business. It's not the main portion anymore. So let's talk about general notary work. So I have four direct clients for general notary work that is business to business. And one of them I get general notary work like notice of commencements, and the other one I do estate planning documents, and then I have one where I do sellers packages for mail away signings, and for those I charge where I'm doing RON, because mostly for those I'm doing RON. For those I start my RON fees out for the real estate packages at around 90, and then the notice of commencements, I do 35. So here is how I get to that price, because I know you're wondering, like, well, how do you get to that price? Okay, so here's how I get to that price. I get to that price by adding up what the maximum amount I can charge per stamp is. That amount is $25 on Ron. Now, I don't charge $25 per stamp on Ron. I charge $25 per stamp and then $10 for each additional stamp, okay? However, I also include fees for additional witnesses or additional signers. I also charge fees for if I have to bring a witness. So adding a witness to a platform is an extra fee. And then I usually have to pay the witness from time to time. So that's an extra fee. And then there's always a platform fee that I incur when I'm doing a Ron signing. Now, I don't charge the full platform fee, and I never really include my credit card processing fees, because they're not that much. They're like $2 or $3 at the most. So that is how I get to what my Ron signing will be. So I start with the number of stamps, and then I kind of build upon that. Now, one thing that I've learned to add in with Ron is time, okay? So a lot of people are not tech savvy. They need a lot of hand holding, a lot of walking through in order to get online and complete a notarization. It's different when you are working for a platform that feeds you customers, because they've done all of that fumbling to get online before it's come to you. So by the time it gets to you, they're already on, they're already vetted. Boom, you get on, you can get that signing done in 5 minutes, right? No lie, 5 minutes. However, when you have your own client and you're bringing them on the platform, a lot of times, and I think almost every single one, I have to pick up the phone, get on the phone and talk to them or talk them through how to sign on, how to upload their ID, what to push next, this, that, and the other. So not only is it helpful for you to know the platform as a customer or watch the tutorials that they give you, but you also need to know the platform as a notary. So with that being said, you do need to build in time or charge for your time, because what can normally take 5 minutes to notarize will take you 2 hours to get the person online. So I've learned that the hard way. So I also factor in monies for my time. Okay. And your time can be whatever you want it to be. I base my time on what I currently make in my career now. And so what I make now over there at those computers is what I charge for my time, because in my opinion, that's what my time is worth. It's probably worth more, but right now that's what it's worth. So make sure you factor in your time. All right. Now, when I'm bringing customers, so not business to business clients, but customers, and these are people who find me on Google, who have got my business card from somewhere, who's seen my sticker on the back of my car, or my my stuff, my advertising on the back of my car. Those I charge the same, where it's $25 for the first stamp and $10 for each additional stamp. I typically do not include the whole time factor, because it's just usually it's just one person, and usually it's just one document. And now, but if I have to go mobile, now that changes the price structure, because in Florida, we can only charge a max of $10 per stamp. So they get the $10 per stamp plus my travel fee, plus whether or not I have to bring a witness, and my and a fee if I need to be a witness. And that fee's only $5. So my travel fees start at a minimum of $20. So that is the minimum amount of travel that I will do. And then it goes up by distance after that. So the $20 I think is up to about 10 miles. And then after that, it from 10 to, I think, or maybe it goes to 20 miles. I don't remember. I think it's 10 miles, and then it adds on like another 10 per 10 miles or something like that. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But that is how I do that pricing. So the majority of the general notary work signings that I do are pretty close to where I live. And typically I get, depending on how many documents I'm notarizing or stamping, it's $30 to $40 that I'm getting. So, and you know, I need to go over there. I haven't heard anyone, I haven't gotten anything from over there lately. I don't think I got anything last month, and I don't think so far I've gotten anything. So I'm going to go over there, drop by, and take some business cards and make sure that nobody's infringing on my territory. So that is how I structure the pricing on general notary work. And I hope that this is making sense, because at the end of the day, like I said, it's personal to your business. But I think the main takeaway of all of what I'm saying is that you start with the base price for general notary work in Ron. You start with the base price of either $10 if you're doing it mobile and $25 if you're doing it on Ron, and you build from there. And the state of Florida does not have any stipulations on what you can and what you cannot charge for. So the sky is the limit, so to speak. I've said this in a previous video, I'm not one of the people or notaries out here that is looking to get $100, $125 every freaking signing. That's not me. I am the people's notary, okay? And so there are a lot of people, and there's a lot of people in a demographic that cannot afford those types of prices. And I'm happy to be able to serve them more than I am to make money off of them. And so for me, that is just what I do. You can do whatever you want to do because it is your business. Yeah. So I hope that this makes sense. I hope that it has answered your question. Again, start with the base price and build from there. Signing services, you're kind of, stuck with the pricing they give you. Either you take it or you don't. If you negotiate the prices, 9 times out of 10, you won't get that signing. Because there's always a notary who will take it at that fee. So it's a matter of, do you take it or do you not take it? And then for title companies, when you're doing signing packages, don't be afraid to just say, what's the average that you typically pay a notary? And let them tell you what the average is that they typically pay. That's what I did with the one company that I worked direct for. I just asked, what do you normally pay? And they gave me a price and I adjusted from there. So there's nothing wrong with that. You won't look bad. You won't not get the business. I still get the business. You know, they want to work with you. If they want to work with you, they're going to want to work with you. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. I've beat that horse dead. So we're just under 20 minutes. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll be back for book club. I don't think it's going to be tomorrow. I think I'm going to move it to Thursday. So look out for book club on Thursday at 7:30. And until the next time, I'll see you. Peace. Maybe not. Peace.